What's up everybody, it's Ahmed and we're back again with another tech review, and this time, we're diving deep into the Realme 14 Pro Plus. Realme has been making some noise in the smartphone market, and this latest offering is packed with features that aim to impress. Now I know you guys are all about the details, so we're going to break it all down for you, the good, the bad, and everything in between. From the specs to the design, the software experience, and even those little quirks, we'll cover it all so you can decide if the Realme 14 Pro Plus is the right fit for you. Alright, let's kick things off by diving straight into the specs of this phone. Now, on paper, Realme definitely isn't playing around. We've got a pretty impressive setup here. First up, the brains of the operation. The Realme 14 Pro Plus comes equipped with a powerful octa-core processor, and trust me, this thing can handle just about anything you throw at it. Whether you're a hardcore gamer, a multitasking maniac, or just love to seamlessly switch between apps, this processor's got your back. And speaking of multitasking, this phone comes loaded with mention RAM of RAM. Now that's some serious memory, ensuring that your phone stays snappy and responsive even when you're juggling multiple apps and demanding tasks. No lag, no stutter, just pure performance. Now let's talk storage. The Realme 14 Pro Plus comes with a base storage of mention-based storage, which is plenty for most users. But if you're someone who loves to store a ton of photos, videos, and apps, you'll be happy to know that it also supports expandable storage via a micro SD card. So you can load up on all your favorite content without worrying about running out of space. Moving on to the display, because that's what you'll be interacting with most of the time. The Realme 14 Pro Plus sports a stunning, mention display size, inch AMOLED display with a silky smooth, mention refresh rate is refresh rate. And let me tell you, this display is a real treat for the eyes. Colors are vibrant, blacks are deep, and the high refresh rate makes scrolling through social media or browsing the web an absolute joy. And of course we can't forget about the battery, because no one wants a phone that dies in the middle of the day. Packing a mentioned battery capacity, mAh battery, the Realme 14 Pro Plus easily powers through a full day of moderate to heavy use. And even if you do manage to drain the battery, the phone supports mentioned fast charging wattage, W fast charging, so you can juice it up in no time. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the camera, because we all know how important that is these days. The Realme 14 Pro Plus boasts an impressive camera setup with a mentioned camera megapixel count MP primary sensor. From capturing stunning landscapes to those Instagram-worthy portraits, this camera delivers some seriously impressive results. Now, beyond the specs, Realme has packed the 14 Pro Plus with some really thoughtful features that enhance the overall user experience. One of the first things you'll notice is the design. Realme has really stepped up their game in the aesthetics department. The phone feels incredibly premium in hand, with a sleek profile and a really comfortable grip. It's available in some really eye-catching colors as well. But it's not just about looks. Realme has also paid attention to the little details. For instance, they've managed to keep the bezels around the display incredibly thin, giving you an even more immersive viewing experience. And let's not forget about the software. The Realme 14 Pro Plus runs on mentioned Android version with Realme UI, mentioned Realme UI version on top. Now, I know some people aren't fans of custom Android skins, but Realme UI is actually surprisingly clean and close to stock Android. It's got a bunch of customization options so you can personalize your phone to your liking, but it also manages to stay smooth and responsive. Plus, it's packed with some useful features that enhance the overall software experience. For instance, there's a built-in screen recorder that lets you capture your gameplay or create tutorials with ease. You also get a system-wide dark mode that not only looks sleek but also helps conserve battery life. Another feature I really appreciate is the inclusion of a dedicated headphone jack. I know it's a small thing, but it's always nice to have the option to plug in your wired headphones, especially if you're not quite ready to make the jump to wireless earbuds. And speaking of audio, the Realme 14 Pro Plus also boasts stereo speakers that deliver surprisingly good sound quality. Whether you're watching videos or listening to music, the audio experience is definitely above average for a smartphone. One of the standout features of the Realme 14 Pro Plus is its impressive battery life. With a mentioned battery capacity mAh battery, this phone can easily power through a full day of use, even with heavy usage. And if you do manage to drain the battery, the phone supports mentioned fast charging wattage, W fast charging, so you can quickly juice it up and get back to what you were doing. Chapter 3. Room for improvement, potential drawbacks. Now, no phone is perfect. and the Realme 14 Pro Plus does have a few areas where it could improve. One thing I noticed is that the phone lacks any official water resistance rating. Now this isn't a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind, especially if you're prone to accidents or live in an area with unpredictable weather. Another thing that some users might find disappointing is the lack of wireless charging. While the phone does support incredibly fast wired charging, it would have been nice to see wireless charging included as well, especially considering the phone's price point. Now let's talk about the camera for a second. While the camera hardware is definitely impressive on paper, the software processing could use a bit of refinement. I noticed that in certain lighting conditions, the photos tend to be a bit over-processed with slightly unnatural colors. Don't get me wrong, the camera is still capable of taking some really great photos, but it's not quite on par with some of the other flagship phones in the market. One thing that I noticed is that the phone tends to heat up a bit, especially when gaming or using demanding apps for extended periods. It's not something that makes the phone unusable, but it's definitely noticeable and can be a bit uncomfortable at times. Another thing to note is that the phone doesn't come with any pre-applied screen protector. Now this isn't a major issue, but it's always nice to have that extra layer of protection out of the box, especially if you're not planning on using a case. The bottom line is the Realme 14 Pro Plus right for you. So, there you have it guys, the Realme 14 Pro Plus, a phone that packs a punch in the specs and features department but isn't without its quirks. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to buy this phone comes down to your individual needs and priorities. But hopefully, this video has given you all the information you need to make an informed decision. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you think of the Realme 14 Pro Plus in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tech reviews and comparisons just like this one. I've been Ahmed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.